No, deep breath, deep breath.
Right, I wasn't allowed a PowerPoint. I'm using this as a prompt. Ladies and gentlemen, it's my privilege as father of the bride to kick off the speeches. Now, I've been told by a few people to keep this brief. And having spent all my life surrounded by women, I've learned to do as I'm told. Well, some of the time. Firstly, I must thank you all for coming today to help celebrate this very happy occasion. It's great to see you all here. It's just an amazing sight from here, and you all look terrific. I think you'll all agree that Cerys and Stuart have done an amazing job organising all this. Now, this is a quote here from the father of three beautiful daughters. And to quote Postman Pat, I know I am a really lucky man. But I'm not going to start singing, so don't. Now, I think you saw I was very proud walking down the aisle with Cerys today. The eyes were filling up as it was with most of you. But I've got a notice saying, my radiant middle daughter. And I think you'll all agree that Cerys looks gorgeous. And very sparkly. And I think if you get close to Cerys, she also smells beautiful.
I do now.
Right, here's a topical point here. As Craig Reverend Horwood would say, Cerys, you look fabulous. Darling.
Down there.
Very slick, this, isn't it? You deserve a 10 from Len. Cerys and Stuart have been together for a number of years now. It seems like a lifetime.
Yes.
But during that time, we've got to know him very well. Stuart is part of our family already, and definitely one of the Emmets. Yeah. Welcome to the Emmet family. Jan, my wife. Hello. We're very pleased to have you as our new son-in-law. Now, if you can remember that long ago, the reading in church today sums up the happy couple very well. They certainly complement each other, and they really are the bubbles in one another's champagne. And I'd like another round of applause for the girls in church who sang that. Cerys and Stuart are great friends. They show each other kindness, always seem to be having fun, and they laugh a lot together. All the essentials of a happy married life. So with that in mind, and I told you to be brief, please join me in wishing the new Mr. and Mrs. Loper all our love and every happiness for the future. Please take your happy raise your glasses to to the bride and groom, Cerys and Stuart.
Well done, Dad. Well done, Dad.
You're going to finish up.
The main man today, Stuart.
Right. Thank you, John. I may need you to fill in for me in a minute if my voice goes. So I'm sorry if I start to get quieter and quieter. So I've been looking forward for some time now to saying that on behalf of my wife and I, we would like to thank you all, our family and our closest friends, for coming and celebrating our day together with us. I too have been told by several people to keep this short, but I think I ignored it a bit more than John. But I'll do my,
You're newly married.
I'll do my best. I want to start off by explaining that I'm actually a bit fortunate to be here, I think, because our first date, we met at a pub, and I intended to play it a bit cool. And kind of went out the window straight away when I sat under a spotlight for 2.5 hours and ended up sweating profusely. And then I had to go to work early the next morning, and so at about 10:30 I think I said to Cerys that I need to go, I've got work early tomorrow, which apparently was her get out of a date. So she was pretty sure I wasn't interested. Kind of convinced her after a few text messages and that I was, and we went to the cinema a few days later, where I thought, again, I'll play it cool.
You're such a smooth.
It worked out, right? And again, I walked her back to the car afterwards, and I was going to give her a kiss goodnight, but I thought, no, I'm playing it cool, I'm not going to. Again, she took as a fact that I wasn't interested. Fortunately, again, I convinced her that I was. And again, fast forward, 4 years after that, and we went to Aruba, where I had this great big plan to propose on the beach at sunset. All mapped out in my mind, and I had the ring in my rucksack that I managed to get over without Cerys seeing. Got to the room, it was just before sunset, so I thought, I'm gonna do it now. We'll go down to the beach for a walk. Went to walk out the room with my bag, of course. Why do you need your bag? We had a row. We did have a row. But I managed to get the bag down to the beach. And I found this quiet little spot eventually. Went down on one knee, reached into the bag, went to ask her to marry me, and literally as a wave came over her. Completely soaked me from head to toe. So Cerys didn't say anything except for get up. Which actually took you a while to say yes. And then I realised shortly afterwards why it was a quiet little part of the beach, is because there was hundreds of these little tiny see-through crabs all around our feet, like everywhere. So we decided just to run back to the hotel. But we have made it this far, and I frankly couldn't be happier. I've got a few toasts to do, so I hope you've still not. Well, you've got plenty in your glasses, that's fine. Firstly, I'm going to say there's a few people who aren't here that we would have loved to have been here. My nan sadly passed away a few years ago, and Cerys did get to meet her a few times, but she never really saw the nan that I knew and loved. Cerys' grandparents as well, I never got to meet them, but I've heard some stories, especially about her nan. And from what I've heard, she would have loved to be here today, of course. And hopefully they're looking down on us with a smile. Cerys' great auntie Gwen as well sadly can't be with us today, but she's in our thoughts, and I'm sure we're in hers. So, fortunately, all of our friends are here. Normally the toast is to absent friends and family, but as all our friends are here, say all our close friends, I'd just like to say if we could do a toast to absent family.
Absent family.
My hair, sorry.
Where's your hat?
Nothing serious. Are you okay, Libby? You're good, right, cool. Let's crack on, because I've been told I've got to keep it short and I'm already... right, our new mother and father-in-law. I'll turn to you now. Traditionally, I was supposed to welcome you, thank you for welcoming me into your family, but I kind of got the feeling that I was welcomed from day one. So,
Really?
Thank you for raising such a beautiful, intelligent, funny, stubborn.
She follows her mother.
She does. And thank you for letting me have a hand in marriage. Thank you. To my mum and dad, it's been a bit of a roller coaster over the years, but thank you for all the love and support you've both given me. I wouldn't be the person I am today if it wasn't for you two. And yeah, I can't really find the words to thank you enough. I've got to thank you for making Cerys a real part of our family. Mum, especially when I took Cerys around for our first introduction. We went to a family barbecue. I've known Cerys about a month, maybe a few weeks. Mum's been on the wine all afternoon. Professors, about half an hour after meeting Cerys, at the playroom at the playhouse at the back of the garden would make a wonderful thing for grandchildren to play. And I wanted the world to swallow me up. My best man, Al. Oh, there we are. For those of you who don't know Al, I've known him for around 27 years now. So he's been with me through thick and thin. He's bailed me out when I've needed it. He's talked some sense into me when I've needed it. And all the trouble I've got in is because of him. He's actually moving to Bahrain for work in a couple of weeks' time. He is. Money grab. It's been an ambition of his to do this sort of thing that he's going to be doing for a long time. So I'm really chuffed for you, mate. I know all of our friends are. And we're all going to miss you. And so on behalf of all of us, all of my mates and friends with this, so I'm just going to miss you. I need to thank you, Zoltan, Adam and Dave for the best stag do. And that's the only thing. And that's the last you'll hear about that. I would like to thank my granddad for his reading at the church and also the girls. For the musicians among us. You were awesome. Thank you very much. Thank you, Sally, for decorating the room. Sorry, Sally, I had to bring it up, but thank you very much. And last but by no means least, thank you to Luke, who is going to be filling in with some awesome tunes in between the band tonight. I understand you've got a pretty good set list lined up for us, but sadly Mr. Bombastic isn't in there, is it? I need to thank the staff and the people in the kitchens and everyone here for putting on a fantastic meal and sorting all this out. It's been great. And also to Sam, our photographer. Where's he hiding? You kept everyone calm this morning and quite helped out when you could, so thank you very much. So rather than toasting everyone individually, I'm just going to have a little toast, well, a big toast, to say thank you to everyone who helped make today so special for me and Karen.
Baby, cheers.
Cheers.
I'm nearly done, I promise. There's just one person left that I need to thank, and that's Cerys. Cerys, I thought I'd prepare for today, but when I saw you walking down the aisle, actually, you welled up and I was... Which for me, as you know, is pretty good, so... You look amazing, of course. You look beautiful. And you look beautiful every day to me. Thank you for everything you've done for me over the years. You've been with me through the best times and the worst times. And we're going to have many, many happy years together. I can't wait. So, the main toast of all, to my wife, Cerys. Now I've got to hand you over to Al. Ignore it.
I didn't squash the straw.
I suppose I'd just like to reiterate what Stu said about the staff list.
Sorry, I forgot to thank the bridesmaids.
Yeah, you said
It was written down, but I must have skipped that.
whatever, Stu.
And of course,
And Phoebe was amazing.
sorry guys, thank you very much.
Secondly, I'd just like to thank the bridesmaids. Thanks everybody for making such an effort with the black tie and the dresses. Everybody was absolutely fantastic. So this is worrying. So I actually didn't know what to write. I was under strict instruction from Cerys to keep this speech down to 2 to 3 minutes, and if everybody that knows Cerys, you know, what is behind you.
You don't like it when you give in around.
So I was going to sat down 3 days ago, actually, and didn't know what the hell to write. So I thought to myself, perhaps I just come up with a few of the untold stories about it. No, that's a terrible idea. So I thought perhaps I should write a poem. Quite nice. The poem kind of progressed into a song. The song then progressed into a rap. I'm not reading it.
Are we going to have some dancing in
For anyone who wrote 2 days ago, might be a little bit ropey, but I am the rapper.
Yes, Aaron.
Wait.
I'll agree with you.
Now this is a story, yes, about my Cerys in a wedding dress. I'd like to take a minute to just sit right there and say how these lovely people came to be a pair. Down in Leighton Buzzard, she was born and raised, played the violin, that's how she spent most of her days. Patience and practice was the golden rule, guess she'd end up teaching down at Pullman School. For a couple of days, turned out to be no good. Had to go to the online dating neighbourhood. But on one special day that she didn't have a clue, just a few years later, she'd marry our mate Stu. Alright, Stu, you're next. Down you go to football. We were born and raised playing football. It's how we spent most of our days. Playing on the Atari, we did just what we wanted, pretending we were soldiers and terrorising dogs. Unfortunately for Stu, just when at Blackfield Juniors he was peed over his shirt after one bad was finally over the squad. Moving on to Harley, bad choice not the right. He came to have more tech. He finally seen the light. He visualised he didn't know what to be. After a few jobs, he settled in IT. Now a computer geek with hair almost gone, decided to put his profile. It's matched up. I missed out a bit about the scar, I'll tell you about that. He said he met this girl, he was really pleased. After all the ugly rumours, his mates were so relieved. First time I saw her, went over for a kiss. She said, "Hi, you must be Stu's friend. My name's Cerys. I really got to know her, lots of drinks, lots of wine. She even got some Stu breaking stuff all the time. What made Stu most jealous and what just feel witty was the fact she had two sisters from where some goddamn prissy. Finally put my question, would you marry me?
What's
Went
their
for
name?
cocktails and strolled on the beach. She said yes to us, Stu. She knew she bagged a peach. And here we all are. Today it's just been great. Cerys looking gorgeous. Stu's still punching above his weight. Francis, to Cerys and to Stu. That's all I've got. So that's it. Thank you everybody for turning up. It's been absolutely fantastic. You look great. Fantastic. Kirsty's gorgeous. Phoebe looks gorgeous over there as well. That's now done. If you'd like to all finish up here.
What did Mum say?
That's right.
Very good. High fives, Phoebe.